Everyone. Welcome to episode 21 of AI GTM Talks. Um, my name is Mani Iyer, and with me is our head of products, Rabia Thakur.
Hello,
And
everyone.
hey, Rabia, thanks
Hi.
for joining. And
Thanks,
I know,
Mani.
Rabia, we have, I think, a couple of interesting topics, everybody. So I'm going to bring up the next slide, and we can quickly introduce what we're going to be covering today. Um, so the topics, Rabia, I know we've lined up for today for folks is offsite intent leads and CRM contact monitoring. And we are doing a deep dive on these two topics because, as you know, many companies are trying to understand just better, faster ways to kind of generate, sales qualified leads, get appointments, get meetings, and so forth. And this is a couple of innovative ways to make that happen that we've been working on at Quanzu. And today's session, as you know, right, is specifically all about introducing them to these kind of new offerings from Quanzu, right? We've built out over the past few weeks, and we're seeing significant amount of customer interest. Um, so, Rabia, do you want to take a minute, tell folks what's been exciting for you about working on offsite intent leads and CRM contact monitoring? And I'll bring up the first slide. Go ahead.
Sure, Mani. Thanks. So this has been a really exciting new feature that we have brought into the Quanzu. It's fully automated. We just have to set up some configuration steps and everything end to end that gets done through few steps, and you can launch the campaigns. That's the most exciting part of it. Nothing manual required. Everything is automated, and you just get launched into the campaigns with few steps. And CRM contact monitoring as well. You have your most valuable contacts, which you want to monitor. So this is the most exciting and unique feature that we are offering.
Yeah. So, Rabia, I know you and I have teed up a few slides to explain the whole thing to folks. And by the way, everyone, please feel free to jump in, ask questions. You will find on the LinkedIn company page of Quanzu, you can actually type your questions, and it actually will pop up for us here, and we'll be able to handle them as we go along, or we'll certainly try to address them by the time we wrap up over the next 45 minutes. So the way we've structured our discussion today is we're going to be getting into what is offsite intent leads, why should you care? Same with CRM contact monitoring. What is new? What's unique about it? Why should you care? We're going to get into a lot of the Q&A around it. From there, I think you guys are gonna really like this. We're gonna show you how to operationalize all this valuable offsite intent lead data and alerts coming in from CRM contact monitoring, so that your sales team is engaging on just exactly the right prospects. And I know, Rabia, you prepared a whole sequence of like a demo, like a show and tell demo, right, around that whole
Right.
capability, connecting these leads, building segments, populating it into tools like Clay, and then from Clay, writing into Instantly, Smart Lead, and so on.
Right.
So giving you a preview. So for those who stick around, something interesting for you to hopefully get a good sense of. So let's start with what is the whole big deal about offsite intent leads. So I think the key point, Rabia, here is everybody talks about 5% of your buyers are in market at any time. And the reality is that if you look at all this ABM tools and, intent tools that have been along, everybody seems to be using in the last year, 2 years, 3 years and more, they only tell you the companies. They don't tell you the real people. And that's
Right.
something we've seen for with a couple of very, unique new data partners that we found. And we kind of have the ability now to tell a B2B company which 5% of their targets are in fact in market right now, so that this becomes very valuable actual leads that you can go action. And we'll get more into it. But I think the high level point is, until now, you didn't know which 5% of your target high value buyers are actually in market. And now you do. Does that sound right?
Yes, and plus these are very fresh leads, just from the past 24 hours. Who is looking out for those products that you are interested in? So,
Yeah. I think we've elaborated more on this right here, and so I'm sure many people are wondering, like, okay, where are these coming from? What are these signals? So let's kind of get into that a little bit. I mean, so that's what we've kind of spelled out here. One is, of course, we our data partners have a network of some 90,000 media websites, and this is where the engagement is really going on. And the types of engagement we're tracking is people clicking on ads, and the ad could be on a topic, and that topic could be a competitor's ad, it could be a complementary technology provider's ad, or around a specific topic, right? Like cloud security, web content management, etc. And then we also have, of course, actual content consumption on these sites. Now, I think it might be worth talking about, Rabia, how this is different from the other kinds of signals people tend to get, right, from a lot of these different tools. So let's take social signals. Social signals people talk a lot about social signals on LinkedIn. Is that right?
Yes. LinkedIn,
And
you liked a post or, added a comment for a particular topic or something. Yeah.
correct, correct. So LinkedIn likes, LinkedIn posts, LinkedIn comments, but that's not what we're talking about here, right? I mean, we're talking about actual engagement by a prospect, part of your ICP, part of your title keywords and personas, who's engaging on some piece of content or engaging on an ad across a network of websites. And it is really, as you said, fresh, 24 hours, 48 hours, no more than 72 hours. So that's offsite intent leads. Let's now take a look at from here on to the next thing, which is, uh, of course, all of these leads are organized around a topic taxonomy. Rabia, how would you explain topic taxonomy and how does it work?
Sure. So this is basically a classification of different topics into, say, multiple categories, subcategories, and you have some specific topic keywords. So take an example, it could be business or business services or around brands. And then the topic keyword would be the actual keyword which relates to that brand, say, uh, any company, say Clay, for example. So that could be a brand. Or if it's a business, so it could be something around supply chain. So any business who's coming up with the topic taxonomy, they have to think about whether this is a product or solution or brand that they want to categorize, and then give the topic keywords accordingly, which they are
Right.
interested in.
Absolutely, and I know that there's like six different types of this, right? Topics that get classified in. From what I remember, there's like a product, there's a solution,
Then
there
we
is
have
an
brand.
event, right? Brand, an event, on and on. And so
Right.
it's a pretty exhaustive, extensive, classification model that's in place. Um, and roughly, Rabia, we have what, some 22,800 topics? Is that right?
Right. Yes, around 22,000 topics.
Yeah, and so that is interesting. And what is the process? Let's say one of our, somebody comes along, they're like, hey, I want to test this out, but you guys are missing a particular topic. Is there a way to add new topics with the taxonomy?
Yes, sure. So, first thing you could go into and search for this. There's a very easy way, easy UI where you could just simply search for the topic in the existing topic list, or download a CSV and search it there. If you're still not able to find your topic keywords there, it's a very simple way. You just need to give us your custom topics. You can upload that custom topic or add it on our UI. It will get submitted. So then we are going to review it, and within few days, you can say around 3 to 5 days, those topics will get operationalized, and the leads could start coming in for those topics, custom topics as well.
Yeah, and the next thing I know we are able to do for folks is, other than picking topics, which is the first thing anybody would need to do, right, within the app. And by the way, folks, just hang in there because we're going to take you into the app so you can actually see how this whole thing works. We're just trying to explain the concepts, and then we'll let you, we'll take you into the app. You can actually see this in action. So just hang in there. So Rabia, other than the topic selection, two more things, right? We need from people. I mean, there's firmographic filters, and then there's persona, title, keyword filters. Is that right?
Yes, yes, this is very important because if you just put in the topic keyword, so you'll get all kind of leads, a big number. So you
Yeah.
definitely have to apply these your ICP account, firmographics, personas to filter it out to the exact kind of people you want. so that
Right.
you get those leads and you can immediately start actioning them. So you just have to set it up once and then you start getting the leads immediately based on that filters.
Got it. And I'm bringing up this next thing, right? So we have this massive backend. Literally millions of signals are coming in, right? Like hundreds of thousands to millions of signals are coming in daily, right? A Snowflake backend. And
Right.
so then the next question, and I've had people ask me is, how do I know how many leads you guys even have for topics of interest to me? Um, what is the process, Rabia, we put in place so that they get the answers they need before they sign up? I mean, how are we handling that?
Yes, so that's a very unique way that we have set up. So once you configure everything, your topics, filters, we'll give you a screen where you'll see some of the leads with some, PIA information which is masked, but enough to figure out, okay, these are the counts of the leads and what is the title of that lead, so that you could make a decision and then go ahead with buying the product. And
Right, right. So we are literally going to tell them on a daily basis roughly how many leads you're going to get, right? I mean,
correct.
it could
Yes.
be. I mean, we've seen for very niche topics and niche titles, it's less than 10 a day, right? 5 to 7 a day.
5 to 7, yes.
Yeah. And
And
then obviously if they have more topics, they can give us, maybe several tens of topics, maybe 100 topics. Then we're able to show them, okay, you even have maybe tens of leads a day, maybe even a few hundred leads a day, right? Offsite intent leads.
sure, with some of our customers, we have seen around 20K leads per day as well.
Oh
They have
man,
added
that's
on.
that's that's a crazy number for sure. I
Yes.
mean, I know some of it is before they apply the filters. Now, let me ask you this: what have we also? I believe we've also have the ability for them to set caps, budget caps, daily caps, monthly caps.
Yes, so because the lead count could be high based on topics and all, even if after you apply the filters, you would want to limit how many daily leads you would action. So yeah, we have a option to set up daily caps and monthly caps so that your budget is within your control.
Got it. And so I know we want to show people we have this really cool offsite intent leads estimator. That's a little interactive widget tool I know we built into our own website. So folks can input about 5 different topics, and we have some rough lead counts, right? That's available before filters are applied, right? And I know
Yes.
we're trying to tell them, hey, maybe 5% of these, maybe up to 10% of these could be the scale of volume of lead you could get from straight from Quanzu that you can add to the mix and then start operationalizing it. So now that we've taken them this far, Rabia, I'm going to switch over to the demo. So let's kind of show them how this whole thing works. Yeah, sound good? Okay, let's go there next. So I'm going to bring that up. Let's see. I think first up is this one here. So this is the Quanzu view of all the leads in a demo account. So you can kind of see that, right? So there's some names. I'm going to keep moving fast. So folks, please bear with me. And so the different types of leads, Rabia, we have website warm leads, which is de-anonymized leads straight off the website. We have these offsite intent leads, which of course, this particular one is actually both a website and an offsite lead. We have the data around the company, person, work email, LinkedIn URL, mobile number, job title, personal email, mobile, recently visited pages. I'm scrolling fast, and the idea here is there's a website warm leads wizard, which we're going to skip for today, but this is off of the website. But let's look at offsite intent leads. Offsite intent leads, you've got, here is the topic configuration screen. How would you explain this, Rabia? Easy
So
enough?
yes, so we talked about multiple categories, subcategories, and yeah, this is the entire 22,000 a list of topics. So you can just simply search for your topics of interest here and just select the ones that you are interested in. And your selected topics, those will show up down here in the list. You could
And
also
what is?
download the.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes,
Finish up.
so there's a download CSV option. You could just download that list as well, the similar list, and just find out your topics and then configure them here.
Correct. And then next up is, can you explain this configuring of account segments, mapping topics into segments?
Sure. So
When do you see people doing this? Yeah, curious.
yeah, yes. So there could be, say, you could have multiple segments where your multiple, diverse topics that you have configured on the previous screen, and you would want to group them into a particular account segment. And the same account segment, you would also, once you upload your ICP account list, you would also map your accounts into that segment. So the main
Right.
point is that you will, once you get back the leads, you will know that this lead which is showing interest of site intent lead, it belongs to which account segment, so that you can
Right.
action and put it into the corresponding campaign accordingly.
Got it. Can you talk about all of our different lead delivery options? We have quite a few, isn't it?
Yes, so we have, you can get those leads into your email addresses. There's direct linkage to the different marketing automation platforms. We have HubSpot, Marketo, and so on. You get Slack and Teams notifications as well. And we have S3 as well. You can write it to Clay. And if you want CSVs, you could write it into S3, and you have the webhook as well option. So any third
Right.
party application, you could directly write the leads there.
Right, right. And this is where we have these filters to narrow down these offsite intent leads to exactly what people want. Is that right?
Right. Correct.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's firmo filters, as you would expect. You've got your persona title keyword filters. So you can actually have an inclusion list of title keywords. And can you explain these block lists, account and leads block lists?
Sure. So we have, so we set up these account and block lists. So consider that you may already be known to some accounts or some leads that you don't want to action, or you are already actioning them, or they could be part of your competitors. So you could just set up the block list, and then we won't report those leads to you. So simply you
Got it.
could upload that as a CSV, or if you have an ongoing list, you could also set up a webhook to get that data.
Right.
So now
And so,
this is the screen that we are talking about, where you will get the leads. You'll get an idea. Okay, these are the counts you are getting per day, with
yeah.
some basic information around intent, date, topics, titles, seniority, which industry, and so on. Those the important information that will be masked: name, email, account, and so on. But enough for you to make the decision that these leads are important for you.
Yeah, and now we have this unlock feature, right? So you could say, I want 20 of these a day, I want 200 a month. So that makes it real simple for them to budget and set that up. And then each of these, of course, they'll also know, okay, what are the topic keywords that this person is interested in? Is that right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so I think so that's basically offsite intent leads. So we've kind of covered that. Let me switch back and then let's talk about the next thing we recently launched, Rabia. I'm sure folks will have a lot of questions on this next capability. Do you want to talk about that? CRM contact monitoring. What is that?
Sure. So CRM contact monitoring, that's a very unique feature that we have come up with. So simply upload your CRM contacts, the contacts you already know about, but you want to monitor them very closely whenever they show some signals or on the web around certain topics or products or solutions of your interest. So you can simply upload. It's a very simple process. Just upload your CRM contacts into the platform, and we just set up your daily alerts, whether emails or Slack notification. And of course, you'll need to set up which topics of interest you want to capture. And we will start monitoring those leads, and we'll give you real-time alerts whenever those get, whenever some signals are found for those contacts. So this is very useful, actionable immediately, because these are the people you are interested to pursue, and whenever there are some signals, you will immediately notify you.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty unique at this point, right? Because that's what's exciting, right? Is I know we went and found this data partner, and they're offering some of this capability of person level intent across the web, being able to track at an individual level that the right the our client is customer is interested in. And so we're pulling literally a list of say 10,000 contacts out of their CRM. We're loading it into Quanzu, and then we're literally monitoring and matching every single day, right? Which of those And then I know we are generating alerts. One of our clients, I think in the last week, we've been delivering what, 25 to some 85 alerts a day.
Alerts per day. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And I think we've seen a whole range of topics, right? Like every person, one is showing topic ABC, another showing topic 1, 2, 3, right? Different, completely different topics.
Agree. So it's very
Yeah.
unique and yeah, totally actionable immediately. So we know
Yeah.
they are showing interest and what topic, and you can pursue the campaign accordingly for that person.
Correct. Correct. So there's topics, specific alerts. I think it's probably worth calling out, Rabia, the different ways we're delivering these alerts. We're seeing people use it on through Slack.
Through
And
Slack and yes, through email. So the entire bunch of contacts that have shown alerts, so we'll just
yeah,
immediately show them the email as well.
correct. And we also are able to operationalize these alerts through of course through other tools, isn't it? Like Play, like webhooks. Can you talk about that?
Yes, so because this is directly connected with the offsite intent leads, because these are the topics that we are monitoring. So
Yeah.
whatever lead delivery mechanisms we have, we are offering in offsite intent. We could just set up Clay and webhook and write these leads directly into our campaigns as well.
Got it. Got it. So yeah, so why don't we just? I think I want to show people a little bit of CRM contact monitoring. I think we pretty much should get into how to activate these. But before we do, let me go and show them how CRM contact monitoring lists are set up within our app. Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm going to share my screen, switch them over to the app, and then let's take a look. So here we go. So CRM contact monitoring. So here, if you see my screen here, I'm going to go to the top left, and I'm going to quickly click on. So we have this thing called the Signals Hub. Signals Hub, we obviously have signals which are lead level signals or person level signals as well as account level signals. Okay. Um, and these are quote our native signals. These are the ones we offer out of the box in Quanzu. So you've got your person level leads on the website, offsite intent leads, which is what we've been talking about, topics of interest across the web. Account intelligence, which is, table stakes. A lot of people do it. We do it too, which is company level intelligence, anonymous buyers. But let's talk about contact monitoring. So two key steps. Step one is upload contacts and load it using a file. So can you talk about, Rabia, what is in this file, what information is required, and then what other data can people load that we can pass along back to them?
So this is everything related to that contact. Say what is their account, their first name, last name, their email is of course needed, and company information like revenue, company size, and industry. So all of these fields they can be filled along with the account segment that we set up in the offsite intent as well. So we'll just pass on the same fields back to them when we send the alert. And if there are certain fields which are missing, we could also uh, fill in from our database and return it back to them.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Let me now bring up an example of these alerts being delivered into a Slack channel. Yeah. So I'll have to bring up. Let me quickly bring up a Slack window, and then we can switch over there and take a look. How does that sound?
Sure, that would be a good example.
Yeah. So I'm bringing that up real quick, and then I'm gonna essentially show people kind of topics of interest. And in fact, you know what? I'll take people over to my LinkedIn, and then I know we have some screenshots that we kind of that explains this. So let me bring that up real quick, Rabia. So yeah, but what is the can you give some examples of the kind of topics we've been seeing across customers, Rabia? Different kinds of topics, just a
Uh,
flavor.
yeah, so we have seen all kind of diverse topics around, say, so we have supply chain or demand forecasting. So there's inventory management. So there are certain industries around restaurant management or pharmaceuticals, so those industries as well, and topics related to that as well.
Yeah, all right, sounds good. So I'm going to bring this up. This is my most recent LinkedIn post, and this is where Rabia, hopefully you're seeing this, which is I'm showing an example in Slack, right? So there's the actual contact name and their email and so on, the company, and the topics of interest to that individual. There's a signal date, and then of course, we have the completely fully unlocked lead available in the Quantum Signals Hub.
Right.
And here's one more, which is a different company, AI demand forecasting, on and on and on. So that's CRM contact monitoring. So I think next up, I'm going to now turn it over to you, Rabia, to kind of continue with the demo, where I think what would be interesting for people next would be, okay, so I have my website warm leads, I have my offsite intent leads, I've got this alerts coming in, right, from my high value CRM targets and contacts. How would they then turn these into, call it signal based segments? And then how can they operationalize these signal based segments and, so that they can send out personalized messages to different kind of sets of targets, let's say, depending on their topics of interest. Can you maybe walk people through that process, how it works with Conzo?
Yes, I'll just bring it my. Okay, so yeah, so we talked about Signals Hub. We have all the leads in our Signals Hub here. So one way is we do set up the configuration for offsite and the website warm leads as a delivery one, or if you would want to uh, segment that data, so you could go into the AI playmaker. So we have set up different kind of segments. So for example, you want only from software and finance industry, you could set it up accordingly, or just the intent and website leads from the last 90 days and so on. So different criteria. I'll just go into one of them. So here is one segment that I have created. So one another interesting thing is this is just the English language prompt.
Right.
Whatever criteria you want to set in terms of industry, revenue, company size, or uh, duration, so you could just set up by writing a simple English language prompt, and we'll convert it into a query. So after creating this segment, and there could be other criteria you would want to, how you want to segment the leads as well, say for certain topics and so on.
Mm-hmm.
You'll set up a delivery mechanism here and start writing the data into Clay. So we have a concept of limited and full profiles as well. So with limited profiles, we give you email addresses, and in case you want full profiles, we convert into, you'll get the phone numbers as well for these leads. So you could
Right.
enable that, and then we'll start writing these leads with the frequency duration. You could set it up as 4 hour, 8, 12, or 24 hours, and the leads will start uh, flowing into Clay. So I'll quickly go into Clay instance. So here it is. So all the
Yeah,
leads, they are.
so sorry, Rabia. I just want to make one point right before you show the rest of the what happens in Clay. I think the key point I wanted to make, Rabia, was we have defined two kinds of lead, right? Limited profile and full profile, and that way customers save a whole bunch of money, right? Meaning that they can start with just the limited profile leads that they capture, and now we're talking on the website, and then only the ones that fit their ICP persona filters, we call them profile fit leads. Those profile fit leads, they can convert to full profile if they choose, and then they can pay a little more in terms of credits, and then they pay for phone numbers and the complete buyer journey detail and so on, and then they write the data in full, right, to another tool
Right.
to operationalize it. And so I know we've come up with a limit and full profile concept. And then beyond that, I think what you're trying to show is you can build segments of any of this type of signals or signal data, right? Whether it's
Right.
website,
Right.
site, contact monitoring alerts, on and on. But yeah, back to
Yes.
you.
Yes. So the main thing we have noticed, observed with some of the customers, just giving the data in terms of leads is not enough. So end-to-end automation, that is pretty much needed and helpful for them to
Yeah.
setting up the campaigns and automatically, so that they don't have to do much manual work here. So this
Right.
is, you do this one time setup and automatically the campaigns are running throughout the
Hmm.
duration.
Yeah.
So here we are back to the clay instance. So here you'll see that the leads are here and then you set up and you could integrate into. So you can see it's being added into a campaign. We can integrate it with instantly into smart lead and so on. And
Yeah.
now if I go into the other instance, say instantly. So yeah, so this is a campaign. It's a running campaign. You have the leads being written here. When you
Yeah.
run the campaign automatically with the email sequences, you can set up the sequence and the campaign starts running automatically. And similarly,
Got it.
we have the smart lead instance as well. So you can automatically do that. Not much manual work required here.
Yeah, and we have, just to explain it to folks, I think we have the notion of a dynamic segment, meaning that as new people hit the website, as new leads keep flowing in from off the website, we automatically drop them into one of these segments. Is that right? Based
Yes.
on the criteria that we've defined, or let's say the marketer has typed up saying, anybody who's in financial services, I want them going here. Anybody in this other industry, in this revenue range, I want them going there. So the dynamic segments where dynamic signal-based data keeps flowing in, and then it keeps flowing out to Clay, and then from Clay, as you said, into Smart Lead instantly, and all these emailing to sequencing tools or LinkedIn sequencing tools. Is that right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And then, can you explain this thing? I'm just seeing there's something here called buying group expansion. What's that about?
Sure. So we have a notion of buying group expansion. So you'll get some leads from website or you from the offsite intent leads. But if you want to, so just reaching out to that one person in that company, that may not be enough. So you would want to reach out to all the buying group, all the titles of your interest into that company. So that is where
Mhm.
this is helpful. You just enable this, upload all your titles of interest, and just select the expansion limit, how many contacts you want to expand to. So the how it works is we'll find one offsite intent lead with the company say XYZ, and you upload a list of titles. So all the people in that company with these titles, we'll add them in the segment automatically. So that way you just don't reach out to that one offsite intent lead. You also reach out to other people in the same company, which is more impactful and will give more results.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. And so, because this has been a huge pain point for a lot of companies, right? Because they're like, hey, I got this one person showing this signal, but I really need my sales person, right? My SDR or my account exec to also have some engagement with across the buying committee, buying group. And so now we've tried to make it easy, and we've kind of have been, we've literally have automated that process.
Ordering. Correct. Otherwise, it's a lot of manual work required here as well, finding the right kind of leads into that account. So here
Yeah.
you just need to upload your titles of interest and automatically get added into the segment and as well as in the campaign.
Got it. So this is awesome. So Rabia, why don't we do this? Can you now take people into our intent leads estimator? I think it's on our website. Let's just walk them through it and then show them how they can actually go do it right now. And maybe we can even drop a link to it on the Quanzu company page and then have them link to this page, so they can go and um, check it out. But yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
so we are in the offsite intent leads. Just scroll here, and here we have the offsite intent leads estimator. So
Yeah.
you'll see the entire bunch of topics here, the entire 22,000 taxonomy. You could search for your topics of interest. So I'll just type in certain keywords here.
And so, yeah, I think we set up so they can at least get for about 5 topics, right? That's what
Yes,
we.
up to five
But
topics.
yeah, but folks, just so you know, I mean, we're not going to limit you to 5 topics when you get into the product and the app. I mean, you could go even up to 100 topics, not a problem. So yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. So as soon as you enter the topics and just get the lead count. So if you see, we are also giving some top topics here, some leads from the past 3 days, how many we found. So a quick form you have to fill this, and just hit submit request, and we'll get you the leads on your email address that you have entered here.
Correct. So you get your lead count straight into your email, so you get an idea. And then, of course, they can take the next step, right? They can come in, kick off, set up a user account in Quanzu, and then they can quickly go ahead and start selecting the complete list of topics, download the
Topics.
taxonomy, and then they can do the ICP setup, right? Firmo setup and the other profile setup, and we'll give them the counts, the actual counts back, right,
Right.
for their specific information. So,
Correct.
folks, we've tried to make it hopefully, very simple, very easy for you to try this whole thing out, and get the count before you make any kind of investment. So, Rabia, can we do this then? I'd love to then take people. Can you walk people through within the Quanzu product, the app, into pricing plans, how they can start with a free trial, get the count and then upgrade? How does that work?
Sure. So it's pretty straightforward pricing. To start with, it is a 14-day free trial. You can get started. Just sign up on the Quanzu page and sign up for the 14-day POC. You could get website warm leads. Along with that, you could also set up your intent topics. You won't be able to, unlock those intent data, but you'll get a feel of what kind of leads you are getting, counts and titles and so on. Then we have a jumpstart plan, which is $500 one time, and then it gets auto recharged once you are out of credits. It gives you 750 credits. So here you could get website warm leads with full information along with limited and full profile leads.
Yeah,
Uh,
and Rabia, it's worth pointing out, right, that 750 credits is good for 750 of
yes,
limited profile leads on the website. But I think the plan that's probably most interesting to people, because they may want to test offsite intent leads or CRM contact monitoring, is the next one, right? The startup plan.
the starter plan, yes.
Can we elaborate on that? Like, how
So
much? What's the commitment? What do they need to put up?
So you have this is a monthly month-on-month plan with $250 a month, and which gives you 375 credits, which can be
Yeah,
used for your website warm lead and so on. In case you want to test out the offsite intent leads, there's an add-on of $1,000 in
a
rollover
month.
credits. Yes, $1,000 a month, and here you could select up to 100 topics and apply all those filters, and you'll start getting the leads. You could do auto unlock of leads, or you could set up as a manual one as well. So it gives you at a price of 15 credits per offsite intent lead. The second add-on we have is
So sorry, Rabia. 15 credits is about $10. Is that right?
around $10. Yes.
And I think just to give people a sense of how we came up with the pricing, if you buy a content syndication lead, that's 30 to $50, right? If you
Right.
need to get a
Yes.
lead form fill on LinkedIn, that's a couple $100. So we really wanted to make this very compelling, right, from an initial testing pricing standpoint, so that they can see some good, strong, positive ROI, very quickly. Um, and then CRM contact monitoring, I think we have a different model. It's not credit based. It's more like a fixed monthly fee model. Is that right?
Yes, correct. So it's kind of a fixed monthly a fee of $1,000 per month.
Yeah.
So we are offering up to three months POC to start with, a minimum, which it would help you get some results there. And
Yeah.
there you can select up to 100 topics and up to 10,000 contacts you can monitor for 10,000 per month. You can expand your contact
Sorry,
list.
it's 1,000 a month, not 10,000.
For 10,000 contacts, and
Correct.
every 2,500 additional contacts, it will be 250 per month additional.
Correct. And this whole thing is being set up with a credit card payment or ACH, and it's all automated. People can
All automated.
come in, try within the app. They can upgrade on their own. Kind of, we try to make it real simple, right? So they don't have to
Right.
really do a lot of reaching out to us. I mean, of course, we're happy to talk to them, but we try to make it easy. Go ahead.
Definitely. Yeah, then the higher plans, we have growth plan, which is 500 per month. And again, you can add on these features as well, offsite intent lead, CRM monitoring, and it's the same price here, $1,000 in rollover credits, and for monitoring, it's $1,000 monthly fee.
And the
high,
point of these higher plans is they are annual plans, right? The earlier one is like a month to month with a minimum 3-month POC.
right.
Okay.
And anyone with higher traffic, it could be on a growth plan, or a scale-up plan is even where we are offering, multiple other features like website crawler and so on.
Absolutely. And so it's also worth pointing out, Rabia, if you go to the kind of the growth and scale up plans, we have a companion service offering. Is that right? AI GTM service offering.
AIGT. Yes.
And that's really to bring in additional signals from Clay, from other tools. And so we can support things like social signals, role change signals, funding signals, and give people a comprehensive and simple and easy way to operationalize all these different signals and then to be able to run campaigns. And so we literally are helping them with the entire process. Is that right? For a
Right.
fixed fee. Yeah.
Right.
So why don't we do this, Rabia? I wanted to, as we begin to wrap up, right? We have a few more minutes. Let me bring back the presentation, and then let's quickly talk about, just to sum it up, right? It might be worth chatting real quick about what we've covered today. What's your, how would you sum up? So we've covered website, we covered offsite intent leads and CRM contact monitoring. And then we've covered some of these key points. So, which is, we're happy to talk to folks about a 3-month POC. We just covered pricing. We've covered the intent leads estimator. Of course, they can schedule a meeting. And folks, we'll have a copy of this presentation available to you all if you like. And I think before we wrap, Rabia, we should talk about upcoming AI GTM sessions and some of the speakers.
Sure.
Did you have anything else to cover with the folks before we switch to that area?
No, I think it's a very unique product, and definitely people should try it out and come up on for the POC and or reach out to us. Yeah, we'll be happy to answer the questions.
Yeah, tell the folks, Rabia, what is next? What is our team working on that you're excited about in terms of something new, something down the road? Should we give them a teaser on anything you're working on next?
Sure, yeah. So we have lined up, say, we have this AI Playmaker, which will be more enhanced. You'll see more enhanced version of the AI Playmaker in coming months, plus a few capabilities around signals as well. Yes.
Got it. Awesome. So I think next up, I'm gonna just bring up this particular slide here, and I just want to highlight for folks who is coming next on our AI GTM Talk series. So next week we have Noah Jacobs, who's the co-founder of Bird Dog, and they do some really interesting account intelligence that complements much deeper account research data coming from different public information across the web and so on. So Noah is going to talk about how their tech complements what we offer at Quanzu and how together it's an extremely powerful combination. We have Yuri Zaramba, who's going to come in, talk about AI SDR and how you have these newer AI SDR tools and what's the current state of the market around them and why his tool is actually something could be quite interesting for folks listening. And then next up, we have David Quaid and David Kirkdorfer. Both have a lot of expertise around GEO or generative engine optimization, SEO, LLM, so-called using AI tools to kind of do SEO type of stuff. They'll talk about answer engines and creating answers, compelling answers, how to optimize your website to kind of drive more quality traffic from different AI tools. And we've actually have some amazing speakers even beyond. Ryan Staley is coming on. He's amazing. We also have Nicholas Kochevsky, who's going to come on, who's an analyst and a CMO. So, folks, there you go. So, we're going to keep going with these weekly talks to kind of hopefully, share what we are learning, share, some of what we see is happening as AI continues to come in and completely transform go-to-market at B2B companies. So, with that, let me put up one last slide, Rabia, for folks. And how can they get in touch with us? I know they can obviously reach out to me. Folks, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. You've got my email here. You can also write to info@quanzu.com and customer success at quanzu.com. And there you go. That's our session for today. Thank you, Rabia. Hopefully this was helpful. What do you
Thank
think?
you. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye for now.